So I want to ask you something. Have you ever laid in bed at 3 o'clock in the morning, wide awake, yet completely exhausted, staring at the ceiling, and the thought is, why can't I just sleep? Your body's tired and your mind is tired. Everything, in you is begging you to rest, but you're just awake for hours even. And then you might just drop off just before the alarm if you're lucky. And then the alarm goes off, you jump out your skin thinking, oh my God, is that the time already? And then you're starting the whole day again. And it's like a repeat cycle. So like the thought that went through my mind was, well, if I could just get a decent night's sleep, I'd be fine. I'd be able to recharge my batteries and then I wouldn't feel so tired. I wouldn't feel exhausted. But the fact is, even if I do miraculously manage to sleep more than 5-6 hours, I feel no different. I feel exactly the same. It's as if I haven't even had those extra wonderful hours sleep. It's like I'm exactly the same. I'm still exhausted. I still feel like I'm, running on one battery instead of two. So I need to ask you this. Is that happening to you? Are you struggling with sleep? Are you feeling constantly exhausted? And do you get like a slump through the day and you feel like I really could do with a sleep right now? So this isn't just tired, and what I need to be really honest with you here is because for the longest time I didn't connect the dots. I thought that my sleep problems and my exhaustion were two separate things. And I think, if I could just fix the sleep, then like I say, the tiredness would go away. But I've soon realised it doesn't go away. The confusing part is that even though the nights where I do manage to get in a bit more rest, I still wake up exhausted and you still feel like you've been hit by a bus. So you start thinking, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I need a better pillow or less caffeine or one of those apps or a bedtime routine, maybe lavender sprayed in the room on my pillow and a journal even to just download any thoughts in my mind and whatever else they're basically selling you this week. But here's what I want you to understand. When I say menopause exhaustion, I'm not talking about the kind of tired you fix with an early night. When I say menopause exhaustion, it's not just, I feel a little tired, which people assume who never experience menopause. It's the type of exhaustion that no matter how many hours sleep that you get, that exhaustion does not go away. And it's crippling almost, because you just feel like a zombie. That's the only way I can explain it. You're like in zombie mode, as I call it. But I'm talking to you about tiredness that it lives in your bones. That's the start, the moment you wake up, and it follows you around the whole day like a shadow. You can't shake off the tiredness. And if you're sitting there right now thinking, yeah, that's me, lying awake at 3 a.m, then dragging myself through the day, then hold on a minute, because I want to talk to you about what's actually going on, and it's not your fault. So what's actually happening in plain language is that when you're in perimenopause or menopause even, your estrogen levels, that's the hormone that's basically depleting and changing, they start dipping. So when you're going through perimenopause or menopause, your estrogen levels, that hormone basically, it starts depleting or changing. They start dropping quite considerably. And your estrogen doesn't just control your cycle. It does about 50 other things that nobody tells you about. Two of those things that matter here are, firstly, your estrogen helps regulate your energy at a cellular level. It's your mitochondria. And I'm going to keep this simple, but your mitochondria are the little power stations inside every cell in your body. Estrogen helps them to do the job efficiently. When estrogen drops, your mitochondria starts to struggle. It's like trying to run a factory on half power. Secondly, progesterone, that's the calming hormone, the one that helps you fall asleep and you stay asleep with it. But when your progesterone drops, and it drops hard during perimenopause, your sleep fails. It fails so much that your sleep just falls apart completely. And it's like, what, sleep again? So not just about how long you sleep as well, it's like the architecture of your sleep. So you spend less time in a deep sleep zone where that's the most your body relaxes. You need to get into that deep sleep. And it's where it actually helps you repair, yourself. When you fully relax and you're in that zone of deep sleep, it really helps your body in so many ways. And it's like a proper deep resting sleep. So even on the nights that you do, maybe get 5 or 6 hours, your body isn't doing the restoration, the work that it really needs to have. So in plain language, you can't sleep because your calming hormone has abandoned you. And even when you do sleep, your body is just, it's not properly in the energy sort of regulating hormone system that's now running low. So your body's failing in so many different ways. That's like a double hit that you didn't ever sign up for. Now, what I want to say is this, because the exhaustion, it's only half of it, isn't it really? The other half is those 3 a.m. wake-ups where to your head, you lie there in the dark and your brain starts going and it's doing laps about everything. You're starting to worry. You've been managing things during the day right. Have you forgotten things? Then you start thinking about planning ahead and, all of a sudden you're waiting for like the next conversation to replay in your head because you start to catastrophize everything. And then you lie there calculating exactly how many hours you've got until the alarm goes off. I mean, how many of us have done that when you think, oh my God, I got to get up at 6 for work and I've only got another 3 hours left before I've got to get up then. And then that plays on your mind and then it frustrates you and it makes you feel angry. It makes me feel angry because I know I want to sleep and I'm not getting. What I want you to really know is this. I want you to hear that you're not broken. Your brain is not broken. It's just your hormones and they're just having a bit of a moment, but a bit of a moment that's lasting a bit too long. And what we need to understand, and I'm not here to tell you about blackout curtains or to meditate, although I do have blackout blinds put in because we get the sun coming through the bedroom in the morning first. What I want you to understand is that if I'm awake for more than 20 minutes, I basically get up now. I go to the sofa, I take my pillows with me, I normally, take a drink of water with me, I put some calming, relaxing music on quietly on my iPad, and if that doesn't help, then I start to read, because what I find is when I read something, it makes me feel tired, my eyes start to burn quite quickly, and that makes me feel more sleepy. And it tends to help me think about, okay, maybe I should try go back to sleep. And sometimes it works. Doesn't always, but that's something I want to give you as an idea. I don't want to clock watch, because the more I clock watch, the more angry and frustrated I get, because I know I'm getting closer to when I've got to get up again for work. So, it doesn't always work, like I say, but sometimes, more often than not, lying there and just spiraling with your frustration, knowing that you're counting down the time, let's try and curb it a bit if we can. And number 3, protein in the morning. Now, I know it sounds a bit like a diet tip, and it's not. But when your blood sugar crashes, which happens more easily when your hormones are shifting around all over the place, your energy can crash with it too. And only on 4 hours sleep, that crash hits harder and faster than it would normally do. So a proper breakfast, if you can have one, if you can tolerate eating a breakfast with protein, makes more of a difference than I can ever explain to you. But number 4, HRT. How many of you are taking HRT? I'm on HRT. I've been using the patches now. It'll be 4 years in September that I've been on HRT. Now, it is a conversation between you and your doctor if you decide to go down that route and you want to explore your options. But I want to say, because nobody said it to me, I've been on HRT since I was 42 and I'm now 46. And while it hasn't fixed everything, because it doesn't fix everything, it has softened the edges of the menopausal experience. The night sweats that we have so regularly and that wake me up all the time, I wouldn't say they're gone, but they have reduced a little. The 3 a.m. anxiety spiral, It's occasional. It's nowhere near as bad as it used to be. My heart isn't racing all the time. I don't feel like I'm going to have a panic attack anymore. It's a lot quieter. And if you haven't had the conversation with your GP, it might be worth having, just to make sure that you've checked everything that you can do, and to see what your body, with your medical history, what possibly could be compatible for you. So to bring it all together, if you're lying there awake at 3 a.m. in the morning tonight and you're exhausted and you've been calling it your fault, it's starting to, really play in your mind, then you need to realize it's not your fault. It really is something out of your control, to a certain degree anyway. Because what's happening to your sleep isn't a personal failure, and it's part of your body that's in a transition phase now with your hormones. That body needs a different approach. It's not about pushing it further or harder. It's not about more guilt, and it's not about another sleep gadget. It's not dangerous in most cases, and it's not madness. It's not a sign that something is terribly wrong, but it is your hormones, and you're not broken with it, and you're certainly not behind, and you're certainly not failing. You're responding to a body that needs a different way of living now. So if you're going through this sort of insomnia type severe lack of sleep feeling, and it's affecting your mental health day after day, then you do need to seek help, professional help, medical help, whether that's a charitable thing, whether it's the mental health team, whether that's your GP. But there are things out there that they can help and they can do. And I know, depending on where you are in the world, different systems, different waiting times, different services, and so forth. But at least try and see if you can do something to help yourself. But you do deserve that conversation, that you are spiraling with your lack of sleep, is affecting you in various ways. You do need to talk about it. If this resonated with you, please give this video a like, and please subscribe to the channel. We need to share it with people that are going through something similar, people that maybe don't want to talk about it because they might feel a little bit unsure or embarrassed, or again, they could just be thinking they're blaming themselves. But without actually talking and communicating this information out to people, becoming more aware of what's actually happening and educating each other, then without that, people are just going to continue living in this spiral type life, which is not good and it's not healthy. But I think the more that we talk about it as women, and instead of having people sitting there alone in the dark at 2-3 o'clock in the morning, thinking it's just them, the more that we educate and get this information out, the better. So I hope this helps in some way. Let me know how you cope. Let me know in the comments as well. Is there a technique or a routine that you have that's helped you get a little bit of a better night's sleep, whether that's an extra hour or more? What do you find helps you? And if you do wake up at whatever time and then you go back to sleep, what methods do you use to help you get back to sleep? And also, do you take HRT? And where are you in the world? What services do you have access to? So until next time, thank you all for being here. It's great to see you all watching, and I appreciate your loyalty throughout. It's always a big blessing to me, and I really do appreciate it. So until next time, take care everyone, and stay blessed.